Yeah, just a
Yeah, of
moment. We are
course.
starting record.
Yeah,
Yes.
we start records, and
Mhm.
please, can you tell a few words about you and your experience?
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll just share my.
Mhm.
Oh, special presentation
Okay.
for us.
Can you see that? Can you see my slides?
Yep.
Yeah, we
Okay,
see
good.
it.
Great, great.
Not all on full
It's not
screen,
full screen,
but
yes.
Yeah. Just I will get this. I always have this technical glitch.
yes,
Just give me a minute. Just give me a
I
minute.
see nice
Just give me a minute.
pictogram. It looks like
Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
wow.
Just
We
hold
have
on. Just
2 more participants. It's very cool, guys.
You can't see my slide, isn't it? Can you see my slides?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh, can. Okay. Good. Great.
Yeah, it's
Finally.
again not in full screen, but oh yes,
Wow.
that's perfect. Absolutely
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. Good. For Russia and Kazakhstan, it's good afternoon. For Malaysia, it's good evening already. Ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet again. This is the second time. I'm honored to share some of Malaysian experience because I understand that you guys are just starting and trying to regulate and get your financial planning industry move. So we had this many years back. Okay, when we started my company itself, we started in 2008, 2007, end of 2007. So we were looking at Australia. So we did not have much guidance and so on. Of course, my founder is one of the pioneer in the financial planning industry in Malaysia. So through that, we managed to get some guidance from Australia, and that's where we started our blueprint planning, financial planning firm. So since then, I was involved in financial planning, especially comprehensive financial planning. And I'm not sure in Russia or Kazakhstan, you are familiar with comprehensive financial plan, but many parts of the world, even in Malaysia, they are more into investment related advice. But my forte is more of comprehensive plan. I will share a little bit later. So Andre have sent me the some of the questions for you guys, but I'm not sure whether I've covered all the questions, but I tried to cover as many questions as possible. Okay, and apart from that, in financial planning industry, just to blow my trumpet a bit, I also won a few awards on financial planning competition in Malaysia and also at the Asia level. So it was organized by one international firm from Canada. So that's a brief introduction about myself. Let's look at, okay, the disclaimer, because some of the questions were a bit technical, especially on the text and so on. So I'm going to share my experience. When come to actual situation, it may be slightly different, or the law may say different. But this is more of understanding and to gain more knowledge and experience. So the nitty-gritty of the details of the certain areas, you have to check with the relevant authorities and so on. Okay, let's see. How many advisors in Malaysia? I just checked last week. Again, it's about 1,500, but it is growing faster. I think last session I shared. Last 1 year ago, it was less than 1,000 planners, but in 2022, but in 2023, I think the number have grown very fast. One of the reasons, because even the government is giving taking initiative and giving scholarship for those who wanted to pursue studies on financial planning. So they are given scholarship worth Malaysian ringgit 3,000. So that could be one of the reasons why many people who are venturing into financial planning. Okay.
And you have something about 35 million people in Malaysia.
Yes. The number is still very low.
Mm-hmm.
So because why? Maybe I'll cover in some of the questions later. Because the trend in Malaysia many years back, even today, people are still, I should say, of course, the awareness compared to 15 years ago when I started and today, the awareness to do a plan to get an advice is growing. But it is still not enough. You're very right, because about 30 million population, this number is very low. So we are actually very busy people when we attend clients, because we do not have enough planners to attend all the clients. Okay, so that's another. But you may ask so where these clients are going, for their financial advice. It's not so much of financial advice. They go on product based, like investment. So they go for mutual funds, and then they go for life insurance, so these are the main group. In fact, for mutual fund agents or consultants, they are not so much of advisors, because they can't advise beside the product, and also they are not allowed to charge a fees. They do not have a financial planning license. The number is about 60 to 70,000. So you just compare with 1,500.
But they are just sellers.
Yes.
Just sellers, and they are getting commission from the sales?
From the fund house.
Mm-hmm.
From the fund house. There is a fixed commission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
it's fixed, regulator fixed it? Or
yes. Regulators fixed it, and the fund house follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and on the other side, life insurance, there's another 70,000 agents.
Mm-hmm.
So in total, about 130 to 140,000 agents on these two industries. So they used to cover most of the Malaysians in Malaysia. So that is where when the financial planning industry started to grow. In fact, like myself, I had a lot of challenges at the beginning, but not so much now, because a lot of awareness, people are more educated, and the government also doing a lot by giving awareness. So the number is growing. I think in the next few years, this number will, maybe in 1 year or 2 years, the number may double. I'm not surprised. Okay, so it's growing very fast. Okay, let's move on. If any question, you just ask me. No need to go up to the end. So okay, who is the typical financial advisor in Malaysia? In the earlier stage, as I told you, most of us are either from life insurance or mutual fund agents. I myself from life insurance background. Okay, so then I realized that life insurance selling products alone will not fulfill the client's need and dream in achieving the goals. And another thing is, life insurance agent, even mutual fund agents, you don't go very far. After you sell some products, after that, what do? So, and sometimes the products we sell also may not be suitable because we don't do much fact find. So that will backfire the agents. So I realized that way back, before 15 years. I mean, I started my studies in 1996. 1997, on financial planning. So then I started then. So that's where the journey. So if you ask me, most of the seniors in the industry are from these two industries. But now I see some changes. Some engineers are joining the industry. Some accountants, auditors are joining. Various industry people are joining. But still the core are these from these two main industries. Okay. Next. Okay. Sorry. Okay. The regulatory regulators, actually there are 3 regulators for us. The first one is the license called Capital Market Services License. This is called Financial Planner License. This financial planner is it has a dual what you call I mean the financial planner is allowed to advise on the entire financial plan. Okay, I will share with you later what do I mean by a comprehensive financial plan, and also modular, on 1 or 2 areas in the financial planning, for example, retirement, education, and so on. This is on the advisory part. The other part is
advisory. It's not selling any products.
No. It is only advisory. This license allows you to collect a fees.
So without if you don't have license, you can advise, but you can't have fees from your clients.
Actually, by law, you can't even advise. Because you don't have a license. Because yes, you may advise, but if the client sue you, you are in trouble. Am I right? So you must have a license. Okay, it is even some insurance agent and mutual fund agents, they do give advice. So whenever I meet them, if I come across, I warn them not to do so, because nowadays clients are very intelligent. They are, they know. So you show yourself like you know everything, and you go and advise. If the advice go wrong, then you are in trouble. Okay, so the first part of this license is advisory. Okay, second part is it also allows you to dispense investment products. So there is no investment advisor, a separate license for that. No. This license actually covers that, but we don't call them as investment advisor. Financial planners, meaning they are advisors on the financial matters, and also the investment matters are also included, part of the financial planning. Financial planning is the bigger scope. Investment advisor is a subset of the financial planner. Okay. Now, next is our central bank. The central bank also have 2 different elements. One is the advisory. So what this central bank license allows a financial, we call them a financial advisor. The term also slightly different. So they only advise on risk management, or in a layman term on life insurance or general insurance related advisory. And again, the advisor here are allowed to charge a fee for their advice.
And this advisor can sell insurance products.
Yes, yes. But the advantage of this license is that for insurance agent, Thai agents in Malaysia, they can only market one company's product. But
and
under
here you
this,
can choose different companies and sell the best.
Yes, exactly. Under this license, we are allowed to choose from various companies and choose the best product for our clients. Okay, so these are the 2. This is also inclusive of takaful products. Takaful is the Islamic version of the life insurance. Okay, so this is the second regulator. The third regulator, okay, the first investment products is also the one on the top Securities Commission of Malaysia. It is the mother body for all the investment products, mutual funds, share investment, even we have private equity investments and so on, regulated by Securities Commission. But since the Malaysian landscape, where majority of the investments falls under mutual fund, so they come up with another subsidiary or another regulator, which is called the Federation of Investment Managers Malaysia, where they only supervise the product marketing, not so much of advisory. Advisory falls under Securities Commission. This is more on the product. Similarly, when you have the first license, the Capital Market Services license or Financial Planner license, you can market more mutual funds from different fund houses. So that is an advantage. We call it the license itself, we call it CUTA, C-U-T-A. It is a corporate unit trust advisory license, unit trust license. Okay, so but for a mutual fund agent, they can't sell or market more than one fund house funds. Let's say they are attached to fund house A, they are allowed to only market fund house funds from fund house A. But because we have the financial planner license from Securities Commission, we are allowed to market more than one fund house products. So again, this is the advantage or difference. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we move on to the next. Okay,
And,
as I already,
FIMM, it's a government body also.
Yes,
or
yes,
government
yes,
body.
yes. They are also government body. Okay, but they only deal with mutual funds. That's all. In fact, FIMM also regulates the mutual fund agents. On the mutual fund, so they also regulate the mutual fund agents. So not just financial planners, but also mutual fund agents. But their scope on financial planner is limited to mutual fund only. Okay. Now, so what authority, as I said, we don't have investment advisor, so-called investment advisor license or term. The investment advisor term is not there, but we have financial planner. So investment advisor is part of or subset of financial planner. Okay. Now, what authority regulates financial planners? As I told you, financial planners are Central Bank and Securities Commission. Okay, these are the main regulators. Okay, in Russia, investment advisors have to submit your report, several types of reports, and I think monthly, I suppose, each month, is it?
Each month and each quarter and each year, we send to Central Bank reports.
So you guys are sending individual. You are a financial planner, financial advisor. So you send to Central Bank, is it?
Yep.
About your clients' investment and so on.
Yep.
How is it?
Yeah, about how many clients, how many recommendations you gave them, who are your beneficial.
I see.
So
I see. Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. Because we don't. Okay. Here.
Absolutely.
Do you have some kind of audit, maybe instead
yes.
of it?
Yes, it is. But it is not. You see, what will happen is there are a few levels. Okay, here the advisors do not need to submit directly to the regulators. We do not need. What we do is whatever we give advice or the products that we give it to our clients, the client details, everything is in our SRM under my company, Blueprint. So Blueprint, the compliance advisor will compile all this based on the risk profile of the clients, how many high risk takers, how many medium and how many low, and what are the funds and so on. That's all. Because the detailed information is held by the fund houses. The fund houses have all the information about the clients, their risk profile, what funds they are buying, and so on. So the fund houses are the one who report to the regulators very frequent, I suppose, monthly or quarterly, but not so much from the individual planner or the financial planning firm.
But
yeah.
The licenses have individual financial planner or only financial firm?
Or no, we have both.
Oh, both.
Both. Financial firm first. The financial firm must have the license first. Okay, then only they can recruit or bring more planners under them, and the planners also must have the license.
Oh,
but they should work with some licensed financial planner company. Or they have license directly from Securities and Exchange Commission, or they should work with a firm like yours?
No, we see a blueprint is have to apply for the license from the Securities Commission, from Central Bank, and the FIMM. Okay, so when we had the license, then let's say we are bringing one fresh new financial planner with all their qualification. Okay, then the blueprint, the firm blueprint have to apply the license on the behalf of the planner. So the planner
planner will come to you, and you will apply for his license.
The firm will collect all the required information, and we apply to the regulators.
And then you will be working together after he gets license?
Yes, he has to be with us. He cannot work with another financial planning firm. So he has to be with Blueprint.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, the regulators will vet through their financial status and whatnot, all that they will do. So only then they will issue the license. It is not like you apply and then you get the license. No. They will vet through the application. Then if the planner is qualified, he has got no record, criminal or whatever record, bad record, then only the regulators will issue the license for that individual, but the license will be under Blueprint. So Blueprint also liable if there is the planner does anything wrong. So we also have to monitor the financial planner. The regulators won't monitor the financial planner directly. Okay, clear? Yep. Okay, good.
But regulator monitor Blueprint.
Come again?
Regulator will be monitoring Blueprint.
Yes. In fact, they can audit us direct. Of course, we will submit all the requirement every year, beginning of the year. Okay,
that once a year compulsory. You are sending some reporting to regulator.
Yeah, some detailed report. Okay, but that is compulsory. But if let's say the regulators wanted to come and audit us separately, they can do so anytime. So they just inform us, a Blueprint, we wanted to audit you, so we just have to prepare all the documents. You see, whatever we sent earlier, so they will view, and then there will be one team. In fact, we had audited twice, okay, in the past 2 years by Securities Commission and also the FIMM. So it will be a team. About 1 week, they will check all our SOPs, our clients' folders, and then how we handle clients, how we advise clients, even the accounts, how we pay commission, how we share commission, everything they will go in, and that is called audit. So they will audit, and then if there is anything, then they'll come up with the report. And usually the audit purpose of the audit to improve the what you call the firm's performance. But if they find something wrong, criminal, then they will take action by even terminating the license.
Mhm.
Okay, and our license renewal is on yearly basis.
То есть
Oh,
every
is
year
on-
you should renew your license.
And you
Yes.
should pay for each license.
Okay, it is like for the firm, usually beginning of the year, all the firms will submit all the documents for the renewal. Okay, and they will vet through, and once it is approved, then they will give another 1-year license for 2024. So for the planners, they have their the planners license varies because some planners were contracted in January, some planners in March, some planners in June. So their renewal will be on that respective month. So the planners also have to give basic information about their financial status. Okay, so that the firm will do. The firm will, on behalf of the planner, will submit for renewal. And okay, there is slight difference. For Securities Commission, we have to submit and get the approval. But for central bank, we as a firm, we can approve the renewal of the planner. But you must understand, so in this case, the firm is holding higher risk. Because we are approving for the planner. We only inform the central bank. So the firm is holding higher risk on compliance. So slight difference between what you call Securities Commission and also central bank. But let's say they find something wrong on the firm or even on the planner, they can always query and take action. So that is they are free hand on that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on. What advantages and disadvantages do you see in regulation? Of course, here you see, each area there is one regulator. So it looks like some specialization. Okay. The next advantage, I should say that good regulations, in fact, some tight regulation actually will keep up the industry standard. And this increases the client's confidence towards the industry. Okay, in fact, nowadays, in Malaysia, when someone says I'm licensed, and we are only about 1,500 license holders in Malaysia, people look up at you, hey, why so, few? Because we have to go through stringent process and also even the academic qualification. Okay, so that actually lift up the standard of the financial planning industry. Actually, it is good for us, okay, for the planners. The disadvantage is like you have to deal with too many regulators. Okay, and you will see that each regulator have their own system and have their own requirement. It is not standard. So the smaller companies may have challenges because they need to have manpower and also a compliance team to handle the requirements. So on smaller firms, it is actually additional costs. Okay, to hire a compliance director or a compliance team. So that is not so good. So it will be better if they can have one regulator for the financial planning industry. I think in the last session I shared, because the history in Malaysia, where the insurance started first. So the central bank started first on regulation. Then only investment follows. So they still struggling to combine. Okay, so maybe in the future they still discuss. The discussion is going on to combine and so on, but I wouldn't know when they can do that. And then if the regulations are too stringent, it may also slow down the new recruitment. Like you can see that, after some initiative from the government, the number of planners have increased for the past 1 year. Okay, if they are too stringent, and of course, the regulations needed, definitely, but it shouldn't be out of way to control the recruitments. Then it is, so what they have done is now they are shifting some of the compliance requirement to the firm. So at least the firm has to do the most of the compliance work rather than the regulators. But on the firm, we are holding higher risk. Okay, because if any issue, then the regulators will come after the firms.
Yep.
Okay. How is an advisor's client protected? Okay, I think clients are very well protected. Very well protected, because even the transfer of money, the planners only allowed to collect the fee to the firm, even not to the planner individual bank account. The client on the fee part, the fee must be paid to the firm and not to the planner. Okay. Other than that, any other investment money or life insurance premium, all that money has to be directly paid by the client to the respective firm, not even blueprint. Okay, that for example, let's say this XYZ life insurance company. So the client after engage, they chose this XYZ product in life insurance. The client will transfer the premium to the XYZ firm, not to blueprint. So in anywhere, the client will not pay the money direct to the financial planning firm or even the financial planner beside the fee. That is one. Similarly, when you withdraw, when the client withdraw or maturity, the money goes direct to the client's account. So that is on the transaction of money. On the other side, let's say there is a misconduct or irregularity activities happen on the planner side. So first, the client can approach the firm, financial planning firm, and lodge a complaint. So at our firm level, we have a committee on disciplinary committee where we will assess the complaint. If the complaint has got valid complaint, then we will take action on the planner and we will inform the regulators. Let's say that wrongdoing or the misconduct is severe or involves client's money, okay, or purposely made the client lost the money, and the financial planner, with the pretext he wanted to earn more, so he did something where the client lost the money but the planner gained. This is considered as criminal offense and it can be bring to the court. So the regulators may bring the planner to the court. And also here we must understand even the firm is also liable. So we must prove and defend that we have done enough to inform the planner or given enough training to the planner on the misconduct. Okay, so we do have yearly training on this, on the AMLA, the anti-money laundering, and so on. Okay. So even the senior planners, everybody are compulsory, they have to attend every year. Okay, so that is on the license, I mean on misconduct and so on. On top of that, let's say the client...
And you should take some information from clients about anti-money laundering also.
Yes. And if let's say as a planner, I sense or I smell that this client is involved in anti-money money laundering, then I have to stop the transaction. Or I have to inform my firm and also the product providers if there is involving products, so we have to stop immediately. And then if needed, we have to alert the regulators also. So that part is very clear. That is very
clear. About authentication of client, when client came to financial planner and wants to buy insurance or maybe mutual fund, then he should go to insurance company or not?
No, they have to come either to the financial planner or the insurance agent. They cannot go direct to the life insurance company.
It's one point. He don't need to go to the provider of mutual funds or insurance.
No direct. The client cannot deal directly with for the mutual fund or
Only
life
with planner.
insurance. He has to go through the financial planner or the agents.
Okay.
Only these two. Okay, so there is no direct. The company won't solicit business direct from the client. But the banks are different. Banks are slightly different. Okay, but other than that, the mutual fund houses and also the life insurance firms, they cannot. So they have to go through us or the agents. Okay, on the amount, if let's say the client loss or some issue where the amount is below 250,000, there is we have a complaint bureau handled combinedly by the Securities Commission and also the central bank. So they will be the mediators to listen to both parties and make a decision. Okay, but if it is above 250,000, then they have to go to the court. Or if they don't, they are not happy with the mediation, then they can always go to the court.
So it's something about $50,000.
Yes, 55.5. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Below $50,000,
below,
it's
yes.
a complaint bureau,
Yes.
and if above, it's a court.
Yes. Okay. So that's on the client's protection. Okay, and all the information that we have, clients information in our SRM, the CRM portal, whatever, it has to be compliant with the basic what do you call these protected by the the IT protection and so on. So in fact, the regulators always check on that, whether whatever program that we are using to store clients' information need to be protected.
Approved by your regulatory or just protected?
Okay, we do not need to get approval on whatever system we are using. Usually what we use, for example, for Blueprint, we are using Microsoft 360. You see? So that itself have a certain level of protection. So the regulators will see what type of program we are using. We say, okay, we are using Microsoft 360. They are okay. Okay, Microsoft 360 is reasonably protected tool. So they are okay. Unless you have your individual tools and all that, then the regulators may ask more information or may look into it. Okay. So that is on the protection. Any other question on the client protection?
Yeah.
Anything?
You have?
I think it's clear.
Yeah,
that's
very
fine.
good.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, for what purpose do clients go to advisors in Malaysia? Okay, now advisors here means planners. Both I may use both terms. Okay, it varies actually. For basic, meaning that some are approaching advisors or planners because they because we represent, as I told you, we represent multiple product providers. Okay, so they like that, because if they go to the agent, they can only look at one company. But here we have more choice, and the planner can actually give suggestion after comparing, what product and so on. So some clients, they do not want any advice. They just want to buy some products, some investment. So we have to put our disclaimer saying that the client only looking for this particular product, and we did not take any information from the client, and the client understand that it is their choice and it is not recommended by the planner.
So in this case, you are just seller.
Yes. Yes, because some firms they use this model. Okay, because they have multiple products, so they are using this model. But with us, we have this, but we encourage for beginners, maybe they just want to, the planners want to build their cash flow, maybe they want to look into this area, but we usually discourage not to go into too much into this. Okay. So, but we are more concentrating in the medium and high. So what is medium? The clients wanted to do modular planning, meaning the clients may just want to do a retirement planning or an education planning, or they want to consolidate their loans, their debts, or they want to do estate planning, or they just want to look at their risks they are carrying and whether the risks are fully covered. These are called modular, meaning that they just go one area or maybe two areas. That's all. The
So
client
you
does
have
not.
just one task, and you calculate the strategy for this task
Yes,
and
yes.
give some instruments for fulfilling.
I'll give you one example. For example, let's say they wanted retirement planning. So we have our questionnaires and also the list of information we need. For example, the anticipated age for retirement, and then what type of retirement lifestyle they are looking at. Are they going to retire in Malaysia alone, or are they going to retire more than one country? Because now is the trend. Many of their children are studying overseas. Okay, so and after they study, sometimes they don't come back, they stay in that particular country. So once these my Malaysian clients retire, they may want to spend 6 months in Malaysia and 6 months in Germany, maybe, or 6 months in Australia. Okay, so we need to know all this and much more information. And then do they have any product or any assets that they have allocated for retirement? So we have collect all this information, then we digest, and then we come up with, is there how much actually they need, and then is there any shortfall, any gap? Then only we suggest products. So the products comes at the end. So for the first half, we charge a fee, advisory fee. For the product, of course, it depends on what product. So that particular company, the product providers, they will pay us a commission. Okay, so these are the two, the medium kind of clients. So the high level clients are more matured clients. If you ask me, I deal with mostly this type of clients and also medium. Okay, what is this? We call it the comprehensive financial plan. Okay, comprehensive financial plan, it involves the entire landscape of the person or the family. We start with goals, then we go into their cash flow, income and expenses. We also look at their surplus or deficit on their cash flow, and we look at their assets, meaning that whether the assets are performing based on according to their need or according to their goal. And then the liabilities, what are the liabilities they are holding? Sometimes some clients have very high liability on the debts, the loans, without them realizing that they are actually holding a lot of loans. Okay, and then we go into their we calculate the net worth. Then we go into their whatever investment, we do analysis on the investments. We do independent analysis and give them a report on their existing investment. Okay, whether they are performing. If performing, then they can continue. If they're not performing, what are the remedies, what to do? So what are the action to be taken? Then next will be risk management. So as a person, as a family, having family or an individual, they have hold certain carry. Sometimes they carries risk, on their death, TPD, total and permanent disabilities, and also critical illness and hospitalization and so on. So we will analyze the risk first. Then we will look at their, current life insurance products to protect their risk. Then we will see whether this is enough or there is a gap. If there is a gap, only then there will be a product suggested to them. And then we go into retirement planning. Retirement planning in Malaysia, especially private those who are in the private sector, meaning they are working, and also those who are in doing business, retirement planning is something very essential because they do not have a compulsory government pension.
Wow.
So
You don't have in Malaysia government pension?
Government pension is only for the government servants. Even now, government is now going away from that. Okay, I have now young clients who are just joined the government service. They said they don't have the government pension, but we have a compulsory private pension, but it is governed by the law. Meaning that if I were to work in a private firm, there must be a compulsory deduction for my retirement, and also compulsory contribution by the employer.
It's like a saving plan, so it's
Yes.
your money. It's
it is both my money and the employer money will be put together.
But
into
they will be keeping to your personal account.
No. It is held by we call it provident fund. It is governed by the government. Managed by
It's
the
owned by
government.
government, but you have your personal account there, or it's
Yes.
your
I mean, it is under my personal name. Okay, yes, but I cannot simply withdraw as I wish.
Of course.
So that restriction will be there, but it will be under my name, even though my employer contribute, but it contribute into my account. It is compulsory law.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a percentage for that. So now it looks like almost even the government servant are into this program. So we have to look at it whether it is enough, because the amount, the deduction or the contribution based on the salary. And then it is up to the individual if they want to save more than the required amount. So what happened, generally Malaysians do not bother much about contributing on their own, meaning that beside the compulsory contribution. So we have actually some retirement issue among Malaysians, because many do not have enough retirement fund. Okay, so we go into very detail into retirement planning. Okay, so then we go into the final stage will be the estate planning. So estate planning is after the person dies or pass away, then how the estate should be distributed. So as a financial planner, I have to do the entire cycle. Okay, and this is called comprehensive financial plan, and this always carries a couple of thousand as a fee. So that is only on the fee, but I feel that this is a better way. Of course, for a financial planner, it's a bit more work. Of course, you are going to charge a fee. Okay, but you will see that you will understand the client's financial habit and the financial landscape of the client, and it will make yourself easier to give a very good solution. Okay, so and it is actually benefiting both parties. In fact, if you have clients under the basic or even the medium, let's say you have 10 clients under basic, 10 clients under medium, and you compare the income, if you have 3 or 4 clients under the high, it will actually equal the income. I mean, you not just fee, but the challenges or the problems by the high net worth clients or more matured clients is deeper. So they need to have come up with a lot of plans and products sometimes to overcome their challenges, their gaps. So I'm more into the more matured clientele base.
So what size of fees for medium and high level services?
Okay, medium will be couple of hundred to couple of hundred to 1,000. As small as 200, just a simple planning, to a few hundred to 1,000. Okay,
So
for
something
medium.
about $50 or something.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mhm.
But whereas high, it starts with for individual, it starts with 2,500 ringgit, meaning that in USD it should be about 500 USD.
Mm-hmm.
From 500 USD, but the on the higher side there is no limit.
Uh-huh.
It can go up to whatever. If you can justify the fee and the client agrees, the client will pay.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no. We have a low end guidance, which is 2,005 for individual, but for a family financial plan, it is minimum 770 or 780 USD.
Uh-huh.
That is minimum, but you can go higher, and or sometimes your fees. In my case, my fee is average about 1,005 USD, 500 USD.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the planner and their what you call experience.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Who is the target client for advisors? Okay, target client also varies. Okay, if you are a young planner, just started, maybe you targeting young, young clients. But you're more matured planner, then you may, target more matured clients. So that varies. And mostly, what do you call, professionals for higher end, it's more of professionals and business owners are the target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you're looking at income, basic based on financial capability, upper middle class USD about 4.5K per month income, and higher will be 18.5K per month income USD.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the some guidance on the, if you are looking at the income, so this should be some guidance. Okay, but
Yep.
lower than that, of course, they can still serve, but not so much of comprehensive or complicated advice.
So it will be a model
Yes,
financial planner.
yes, yes.
Or basic.
Yes, basic, yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, which service is most popular? At the lower level, life insurance and mutual fund is more, famous. But on a higher level, now it opened the, the area where clients are looking at the basic mutual fund is still there, but they are looking at private equity. They are looking at, investing in share market or investing in crypto and so on.
Mhm.
Okay, so more matured client looking into those areas. But on us, we can't, in Malaysia, financial planners are not allowed or licensed to advise on crypto.
Mhm.
Not yet. Okay, not yet. Maybe in the
We've heard
future.
that some Sharia committee in Malaysia said that it's not proper for Muslim to have cryptocurrencies.
That is another different area.
Yeah.
We need another 1.5 hours. Okay, whatever we are talking so far, it's more on a conventional, non-Islamic part.
Yeah.
Because Islamic Sharia compliant and all that is more complicated. In fact, since you asked this question, on investment, we have a very limited choice on Sharia compliance products.
Mhm.
So that is another challenge. But in Malaysia, for Muslims or so-called not just Muslim, we call it Malays, they have, the government have come up with a special mutual fund scheme, which all the mutual fund under that scheme is Sharia compliance. So it is managed by government subsidiary.
Mhm.
And they are giving about 5% average every year,
Mhm.
So most Muslims, Malays, they are inclined to that product.
Mhm.
Very few are going out of that into other products. Some Malays, some Muslims, they said, never mind, we go into traditional investment, and they have the way to I think to compensate or to make it halal.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't, of course, I have both licenses, the traditional financial planner and also
you need
Islamic.
special
Islamic,
license
yes,
for
separate,
for
yes,
Muslim products.
yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
so
Yeah,
Do you
Sharia
remember we discussed
compliant.
this?
Sharia
It's
compliance, yes.
Islamic financial planner license.
Yes, yes, yes. So you see, it's getting more and more complicated. But,
Yep.
but I'm more concentrated on non-Islamic. Okay, because I have enough non-Islamic clients. I do have Muslim clients, but not many. Okay, so that is the situation if you ask me. Okay,
Yeah.
now have they changed in the last 5 to 10 years? Yes, on the financial plan, a lot of awareness. People are now, if you there is also a misconception or misrepresentation by the agents. Due respect to them, we are not saying anything wrong about the agents, but quite a number of agents misrepresent themselves. They call themselves as financial planners, where I don't know whether in Russia it happens. By law, they can't do that. So that confused the clients, the public, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the financial planning and also life insurance industry, the agents call themselves as financial advisor and financial planner freely. That we, in fact, the association have bring this issue to the regulators. Now they have the whistleblower scheme, where the associations are doing their job. So as a financial planner, if I want to complain about someone who is not qualified, who is not licensed, call themselves or herself as a financial advisor, I can give the information to the association. The association will forward to the regulators.
And what regulator will do to this person?
Oh, okay. Of course, so far we don't have anything concrete to say, but this is what I heard. They are usually the agents, the moment they hear regulators are after them, they will.
So it's enough.
It's enough. It's enough.
Okay.
But the law says they can be behind bars and also fined. So the laws are there. Okay, so far that's the case, but that's the biggest challenge for us to be. That is why when in my initial presentation to my potential clients, I don't use the word financial plan. I try not to use, because it will confuse them. Only towards the end I will use that word, saying that whatever I explain is actually financial plan. Then they say, oh, this is financial plan, not that, so that's the challenge.
Okay.
Now I hope you understand. Okay, so the challenges that we are going through.
Yeah, it's interesting. So the more and more people knows what the financial plan
Yes,
is
yes,
and why
yes.
we need it. And does government does something to promote financial planning?
Yes, they do. That I must congratulate them. They are doing it. Okay. In fact, they allocate a big sum of money. In fact, they are like they give the money to the associations, so the association can conduct a free awareness talk to the public in a nice hotel with breakfast, lunch, evening tea and all that. So the public do not have to pay any money. They just have to join. The money, the fund will come from the government, the regulators. So they are doing that.
It's nice.
It's nice. Really nice. So like my clients, my financial planning clients, if an insurance agent were to talk to them about financial planning, they are going to find tough times, because the client already know what is financial plan. Okay, so you cannot be inverted comma bullshitting. Okay, so you cannot. So that's some of my clients. You should, they are really, they can talk like a financial planner. Sometimes I myself surprised. So no, that's the education. Long-term education. Okay. What is the difference between? I think this one I covered quite extensively earlier. Investment advisor and financial planner. So it's the term, we don't use the term investment advisor, but it comes under financial planner, under securities commission.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that I do not have to elaborate further. Okay. Okay, are you in an Okay, I'm also an investment advisor, but I don't call myself as an investment advisor. Okay, so financial planner will cover that. Okay, how do your clients invest in local market or abroad? They invest both. Okay, through us. Okay, through us, we have onshore investment and offshore investment. But offshore investment is restricted to investment linked plan only. Okay, we don't
linked plan. What is it?
Come again.
So abroad investments are restricted. It's about
Okay.
size of investment, about qualification of investor. What is it?
Okay. For Malaysian, I'm talking about Malaysians. Malaysians, they can invest in onshore and also offshore through us. Of course, any Malaysian, they want to invest directly into US market or Russian market, they can do so. But
So
I
no
won't get involved. I won't get involved because it's the individual person's money. You want to invest,
he
you
can
lose your
go
money, that's
anywhere,
your business.
open account and invest there. It's no problem.
No problem. They can do on their own, not involving me. Even the regulators don't bother about it because it's your money. You want to invest and you lose the money, it's up to you. Okay. If you go into a scam and you lose your money, it's up to you. But if you don't want, then you must go to the advisors with the license. So that is their take on that. So so they can even invest in any country, anywhere. That is individual. But I'm talking about through us, they can only invest in regulated products in Malaysia and also the Labuan offshore products. We have Labuan offshore, where any other products which is not almost all the Labuan offshore products are not in Malaysian ringgit. They are in either USD, Euro, or Australian. Not in Malaysian currency.
But the products located in Malaysia anywhere.
Yes, to Malaysians. Yes, they can buy, but there are certain criteria. They must fulfill the criteria for them to for eligible to buy that product.
Okay.
So that is on the Malaysians. Okay,
This
I think
criteria, it's about assets or it's about qualification.
Income.
So you should have enough income to be
Yes.
allowed to buy offshore products.
Yes. They have a threshold.
Through
and
financial
what size
advisor.
of threshold?
Not much. Actually, not much. If you ask me, they should increase. Not much. It's only about 8,000 ringgit. About 8,000 ringgit is how much? About 1,800 USD. Which is I don't agree with that. Even the regulations are there. For me, my clients must earn not less than 20,000 and they must have surplus. Okay, like 4,500 USD per month, and they must have surplus. No surplus, I say no. So for me, I have my own regulations because the offshore is a bit riskier and it is not in Malaysia. So they must understand the risk and they must be able to see, and also the currency risk.
Yes.
Suddenly it goes up, it comes down. So you don't have the surplus, you're caught, then you're asking for trouble. So for me, no. Abroad, the offshore, I have my own limitations, my own qualifications. Okay, you don't fulfill, I say no.
And you think you have enough Malaysian products to invest without any international products?
Okay, I should say that still, of course, we have what you call the share market directly. You invest in equities, you can invest in mutual funds, you have private equities. These are the main products. It should be like ETFs is still not very popular.
Mhm.
I would say, in fact, they have been talking still very limited access to ETFs. And financial advisors cannot directly advise the clients on ETFs. So that's a limitation. So I think they should look into ETF. Okay. It is coming, but very, very slow. Very, very slow.
And you
So
think the global diversification is not very big issue for Malaysian?
come again, global?
Global diversification.
Oh yeah, actually it is. Okay, we do diversification, but even mutual fund, we do diversification. And offshore also we do diversification, but not so much on the products. It is more on the funds and so on. Not so much of product diversification, like ETF, mutual funds, shares, you know, and what do you call crypto and so on.
For
Private
example,
equity.
do you have, for example, ETFs on US stock market?
Yes, do
Yes.
have, but the clients have to invest directly. They have to buy on their own. Which that is the challenge. The clients won't buy. Very, very few clients will buy. Because generally, I'm not sure in Russia, in Malaysia, they are very busy with their work, very busy with their business. They don't have time to look at all these investments. And furthermore, now with a lot of scams, they're scared. You see, so yes, ETFs are available, but the client must go direct and buy directly, buy and sell directly. Not many. But
so we
if it is
prefer to buy mutual funds, Malaysian mutual funds, and they're mostly local.
Okay, Malaysian mutual funds, it is not to say local. The currency is in ringgit, but the investment may not be in Malaysia. We do have funds, Asia Pacific funds, Euro funds, US funds, China funds, all that are available. All that are very well diversified. In fact, some of the mutual funds, you can even invest in USD, but limited. Limited. Mostly in ringgit. But some you can invest in USD. So that diversification, yes, but not so much on products.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, let's see the next. Do they buy securities? Yes, they buy securities. Some clients buy, but I would say that not many. Not many. And the problem is similar. They need to have, sometimes they hear something, they attend some courses, so they are excited, they go and buy. After that, they don't monitor. You see, so they have this issue. So that is why they can't. But here in Malaysia, with financial planners, we now they have introduced additional one more paper where we need to pass. Then we can help the clients to buy on securities. Okay, but still a low take on from financial planners, because it is more painstaking work, but the remuneration is not so much. So not many planners are taking that. But some of our providers, like we have one provider where they have the fund management license, the fund managers. They help our clients to invest in securities. They do buy and sell discretionary. The clients cannot do anything. We have such products. So those clients who are very much wanted to buy into local securities, not the overseas, it's 100% Malaysian securities. They can buy into Malaysian securities, but the client, what we do as financial planner, we assess their risk and so on, their need. Then we bring to the we decide on the amount and we give it to the fund managers to manage it. The clients can have a look at what is going on, but the client has got no say whether to buy or sell any of the securities.
Yep.
Okay, so we do have but limited access. But clients are free to buy on their own. Okay, and they prefer.
They are buying mutual funds. They are not open brokerage account. They are just.
Yes, open brokerage account. Yes.
So if they want, they can open brokerage account.
Yes.
If they don't want, they can buy mutual funds through you without brokerage account.
Yes. No need brokerage account.
No need. Okay.
No need. I have personally, I have brokerage account, my own. So I can buy and sell securities on my own. Okay, so that is reported to the Securities Commission of Malaysia. So that part they regulate, you know. So that is like short selling and all that. Recently, I think Malaysia had 2-3 companies, they stopped the trade because some short selling were going on. So that is, you know, on the Securities Commission part, not so much on us. And of course, yes, clients prefer ready-made solutions, you know. I don't know, how about Russia? They do prefer ready-made solutions?
It's a mixed interest. Some guys prefer to have their own securities on their account.
Okay.
We have some kind of distrust to the system, and we have rather expensive mutual funds.
Yes.
They can cost something about 3% per year. If about mutual funds,
ETFs similar.
A little bit cheaper, but it's also something about 1% per year.
Exactly.
Commission.
Exactly, I agree. In fact, in Malaysia, you'll be surprised. Through us is 3% mutual
3%.
fund.
Wow.
3%. But if they go through the agents, mutual fund agents, guess how much? Just guess. I'll guess. 5?
It will be cheaper. Or...
Oh,
it can't be. It can be. It should be 5% or more.
5.5.
5.5
for equity funds.
Wow.
For equity funds, 5.5. I said this is crazy.
Yes,
this is crazy.
Really...
This is crazy. That is why some clients, they realize this. And this is upfront.
So there will be no yearly commission, just upfront commission.
Upfront and also yearly trailer and all that.
And here also, yearly also.
So you know why? Because we financial planners, we don't get any incentives from the fund houses, like trip to the overseas. You know, if you do so much, you know, to so many million, we send you to Russia for a holiday. We don't have all that. You see, but agents, they have. So actually they are taking from client and paying to the agents. Okay. So which is I'm not into that. Okay. So but yes, the industry is still there. So people are this thing, but I don't know, in the future maybe they want to reduce or what. Okay. So nowadays with scams are even scarier for the clients. Okay, because every day we see news, people have lost 100,000, 1 million, 200,000. I don't know how many millions are going under the scams. Okay, so that is another issue, why they want ready-made. Okay. Okay, you are an investment let me see, what is that, advisor solution, what prompted you? Okay. Okay, I was insurance agent. That will be a more appropriate question, you see. But now I become a financial advisor because I wanted to be regulated, so that I and also access to clients' information, because without license you cannot ask clients information, critical information or important information. The client can choose not to give you. Okay, on the other side, when I'm licensed, the client doesn't want to give me, I will say that, well and good, thank you, you may find another person. Because how am I supposed to give you solution when you are not giving me enough information? So the letter of engagement that the client and myself sign will state that you have to give whatever information required. And of course, it is PP&C. We keep it intact. We don't share it to anybody. So that we give that confirmation, but you have to give. And you'll be surprised. I'm not sure in Russia. In Malaysia, when the clients see the benefit of the financial plan, they don't mind giving the entire information to you.
Yep.
So that is something that I learned for the past 15 years. Okay, sometimes you don't ask that information, but client will bring and say, never mind, you also look at this information, maybe it is important. So that is a different picture altogether. It will give create a trust between the advisor and the client. And the bonding is very strong. It is like even to the extent of bonding of family. So because the client trusts you and and the entire financial information about the client, and the client knows that whatever you are doing is on the client interest. So that is more important. Okay, good.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I think we are coming to the end. Okay, what is your business model? How do you determine the cost? Okay, we are using the PAP model, meaning plan first, then advise, then only the product. Okay, so the client's goals comes first. Okay, draw a plan to achieve their goals, not our goals. Okay, so we have to come up with the solution, and the products must be reasonably priced. Okay, and so we are very careful on that. So it can be on a modular or a comprehensive financial plan. Okay, the cost of service, as I told you, we have for comprehensive planning or modular, we have a guideline on how to charge a fee. Okay, and how complicated.
You mean it's your own guideline?
Yes. It's our internal. It's actually my IP. So I have my own. I developed for the past 15 years. Okay.
And so you got fee for advice, and you also got commission from products.
Yes.
And
but our commission are lower.
Have some cap that's set by regulators.
Yes. Commission is fixed by regulators. We cannot go beyond that.
It's 2%.
Okay, it depends on the product. Okay, like mutual fund is 3% or below. So we can go below, but usually 3% is reasonable. Okay, because the fund house also will take certain percentage. It's not 3% to me. Not to me, because the 3%, the fund house will take certain percentage. The balance will come to Blueprint. Blueprint will take certain percentage, and the balance will come to me. So it will be, the net will be about 2 point something only. So the net to me will be 2 point something, 2.2, 2.1. That's all.
And it's paid once, only then client buys.
Okay, whenever the client inject the new money.
Yep.
And also there will be additional on the trailer. We call it, we have a different term where it is, if I'm actively managing the portfolio, so then I'm allowed to take a small percentage, 1% and below every year.
So it's possible to get management fee
for
the portfolio management.
Yes.
And it's also kept by regulator.
Oh, yes. We cannot simply, put whatever figure we want. No, it is kept. Yes. Life insurance also same. It's all kept. So it's all kept. Okay. So this is on our model and how we determine the cost of service. Okay. What is your business model? Okay, sorry. I think how is your customer? I think we have come to almost the end. How is your customer service process? For example, the signing, when I started 15 years ago, everything on paper. Okay. But now No, we have moved to online or PDF copies, soft copies. Okay, or even sometimes some products on iPad, you just sign on the iPad. So it has gone digital now. Okay, and on the fee, as I told you, the fee on the fee that is collected from the client, that fee goes direct to my company, not me, and it is via online transfer. Okay, in fact, we don't use check anymore. I'm not sure about Russia. Check is no more.
We didn't see checked. Never. We
Wait.
started
Is
from
it?
online payments.
Okay. Now we used to check and all that many years back, but now past 5 years or so, no. Okay, so now everything online, and then whatever the product, the investment amount or whatever, even the premium and all that, they also transfer nowadays deduction from their bank account or their credit card and so on. But it goes directly. The insurance company or the mutual fund company will deal directly on the payment with the client. I don't get involved.
And then the insurance company or mutual fund company will send money to you, your commission.
Yes, yes. Whatever my portion or my company's portion, they will send to my company.
Yeah, okay.
And my company will divide. Okay.
Yep.
So now I think it's more, even in the future it will be more and more digital rather than no more all online and so on. Okay, and also clients, when the client receive the money as a maturity or whatever, it goes directly to the client's account. It goes directly to the client's account.
Yep.
Okay. Is there okay, SRO, all the three regulators are SROs. They are self-regulated. All three of them, Central Bank, Securities Commission, FIMM, are SROs.
I mean, self-regulated, it's not government organizations, but you said it's
no, they are government, but self-regulated, meaning that okay, I don't know, maybe some misunderstanding on the term.
Yeah.
On the term, they are government.
They're government bodies.
They are government bodies. Yes. Okay. They are government bodies. They are under government. Okay.
But
so,
you, I think, have some association also.
Oh yes, we do have quite a number of associations.
It's compulsory to be a member of.
Yes, yes, especially when you hold your qualification, the CFP and so on. That CFP and our local version, we call it RFP, or the Islamic version, whatever, it is attached to the association. So you have to be a member of association for you to use that what you call regulation on your name card. So you have to be a member of
I mean, association, it's not for companies, but for advisors.
Company also have separate associations.
Okay.
Some associations, both company and planner will be the member. Some association only for the planner, some association only for the company.
Is it expensive to be a member of association?
Okay. The most expensive membership for individual planner per year is about 88 to 80, about 90 USD.
90 USD
per year.
Not much.
Not much. This is one of the most expensive membership. The rest are slightly lower.
In our association.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's not very expensive business. You should have qualification, but it's not too many, not too much expenses.
No, expenses, especially in the beginning. Okay, beginning, yes. It is about, I think I shared earlier, it's about 2,000 plus USD.
2,000 plus USD to set up your financial planning firm.
No. Setting up is more expensive.
You mean 2,000
as an individual planner to get his qualification.
Individual planner, 2,000
yes,
to getting qualification, exams, and so on.
Yes,
something about 2,000.
Yes. And then every year it is about I should say about in USD, it will be about 700 USD per year to maintain, sustain their license. Because they have to go for courses, you know, continuous
So it's
professional.
also for qualification.
Yes.
It's not just some fee to government to your license.
Yes, to government. Yes, government. All that included about 700 USD.
Altogether. So your qualification and your payment for your license.
License, yes. And you also have to attend compulsory courses every year to maintain your professionalism. We call it continuous professionalism courses. So you have to do like 20 hours per year, 30 hours per year.
20
all
hours.
that you have to pay. 20 hours, 30 hours, depend on the regulators.
20, 30 hours per year, it's
per year.
Qualification.
Yes, one of the qualification for you to sustain your license. And you have to pay for all that courses. So that's why I said about 800 USD per year. Okay.
Yeah, quite nice.
Okay. What taxes on investment income? Okay. This I'm not a tax consultant, so I can only share some of my understanding, because even my clients, if they have tax complication, I refer to my tax consultant. I don't advise. Basic advice on some tax exemptions. Yes, we do advise, because government gives some investment tax relief. That I will do. I will advise clients, but on top of that, I don't do our tax consultant service, because our license doesn't carry that. So, okay, for investments in Malaysia, okay, meaning that you invest in ringgit-based investments, any proceed, let's say you withdraw the investment, you don't have to pay tax again, because whatever you receive is a net amount. The fund houses already paid the tax.
So you got money already with withdrawal tax.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So on the investment part in Malaysia, when you invest, when you withdraw, you don't have to pay another tax from the amount that we withdraw. Okay.
But what amount of tax we take?
Okay. That is why I'm trying to get something. It is not very high, actually. For mutual funds, not very high. Okay. In fact, I have, I'm trying to get some documents. Maybe I'll send to you later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So not so.
Yeah, because it's very different systems, and actually Vladimir asks this question about taxes because, for example, in Iran they have no taxes on investment, on interest, on capital gain, no taxes at all.
I see.
But they have stamp duty. When you are making deal, you are paying tax.
Okay. We don't have stamp duty for investment.
Stamp duty.
We don't have. We don't have a stamp duty for investment. So so that is where, but I can assure that the amount is very small. The tax they pay to the government is very small. Okay, but the exact figure, see, if I don't concentrate, meaning it is very small. You see, so it's insignificant. That's why I couldn't recall that. Okay,
good. Because in Russia we have 13 or 15% income tax.
Oh no,
on our
not so much.
Also.
No.
It's lower.
Very low, very much low.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
very good.
Because government encouraging Malaysians to invest. So they put a lot of tax, then they will run away from investment.
Yeah.
So government is encouraging the Malaysians to invest. Similarly, life insurance products also not taxable. Let's say death claim or you maturity claim, it is not taxable.
Doesn't matter which size of income from from insurance.
All the insurance products are not taxable.
Good.
Not taxable, something good. Okay. So and then Okay, the offshore products, okay, offshore products, as I told you, as long as I know and we are dealing, all the offshore products are investment linked products. Of course, they are 99% investment, mutual fund type of investment. There are some other investment also, but all the products are some or other linked to life insurance. A small portion, there is life insurance. So what happened? It is treated as life insurance. So that proceed also not taxable. Okay. So that's actually an advantage. So in fact, you know that offshore companies, they pay very less tax. Here in Labuan, they only pay per year maximum tax 5,000 USD. So that's a different this thing, you know, regime. And then okay, for us, we can only dispense product which are licensed or approved by the regulators, the 3 regulators, or the Labuan Offshore, LFSA. Any other products we cannot dispense. I almost every day I'm getting email from Europe, from US, I don't know where, you know, we have this investment, that investment, can you introduce your clients? So and so. I said, sorry, you know, cannot, because they are not regulated. So we can't. So that's
the Malaysian can buy, but you can't recommend.
Yes, if Malaysian, they want to buy on their own, it's up to them.
Yep.
But I cannot recommend.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the most different this thing. But if let's say Malaysians they invest on their own in other, like even S&P 500, the legal investment, when they bring it back, then I think now they are going to, in the next few years, they are going to put up a tax. It is on the pipeline. Now it is not. Okay, so that's future. And we are Malaysia, all the investment, whatever, AMLA is very stringent. Okay, so the anti-money laundering is very stringent. Okay, which broker? As I told you, only approved brokers. Non-approved, we can't deal. Okay, so
I think it was also a question from Vladimir. He thinks that you can recommend some names.
You mean the brokers?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you mentioned about the investor trust. Yeah, the offshore broker.
Investor trust, it's an insurance company.
Yeah, insurance company. Not so much of brokers. I don't think so. Brokers, no. Yeah, good that you. Yeah, you're right. That's the insurance company. Brokers, no. From offshore, where license, and then we can recommend, no.
You can't recommend any brokers.
No.
So investor trust is quite good.
Okay. I should say okay. But there are others. We have Hansard and LR360. So about ITA, maybe we take offline. We have some bad experience with them personally, but other than that, their product is good. Their product is good. So that is yeah. Thank you for mentioning brokers. No, as far as I'm concerned, no, I don't see any brokers have got license. I think they tried, but not they didn't get, I suppose. Okay, now how to transfer money and securities to Malaysia from Russia or Kazakhstan and back. Okay, let's say you're bringing in money. Okay, again, actually, I'm allowed to deal with expats. Okay, the licensed financial planners are allowed to deal with expats. But upon onboarding the client, upon signing the document, the client must be in Malaysia, one. Okay.
It should be physically, you mean?
Yes. Second, he or she must have a local address,
Mhm.
meaning that they must be staying here. But in the future, if they have to go to another country for offshore products, is fine. But
Mhm.
some restriction if they move to US. If they move to US, then there is some restriction on the offshore products.
So you can't buy some offshore products from US. It's possible from other countries, but not from US.
No. What I mean is, let's say this person, since we know investor trust, let's take investor trust. So this this Russian who is now staying in Malaysia, who is working or doing business, then meet me, say, Tanga, I need to, I'm interested. So I did all the whatever requirement. Then you say, okay, you are qualified, you can invest. So he signed all the documents. So he invested in ITA. Then 3 years down the road, he said, oh, Tanga, I have to move to US.
Yes.
Okay. Investor trust, they have 2 jurisdiction in Malaysia. Okay. One of the jurisdiction is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, you cannot. Okay. But Cayman Island, you can. You can continue invest. So that is the restriction I'm talking about. Okay. So it depends on the company, it depends on the product.
So for investors trust, you mean if you're American, you are investing in Puerto Rico?
Oh, American, no. American,
they're
American, no. I'm talking about other than American.
Yeah, okay.
Other than American, but after some time, this expat who was staying in Malaysia moved to US.
Yeah, okay.
Then it also can create some problem.
Okay.
So that is one way. So let's say you are an expat, you are investing in onshore, meaning ringgit based investment. We take for discussion purpose, we take mutual fund. Okay. So you are a Russian, you are staying in Malaysia, you wanted to invest in mutual fund. Okay, you qualified whatever requirement you qualified, you invest. So that money cannot be from Russia. Directly cannot be directly from Russia.
Because of sanctions, or it's
no, not any country.
From any country.
From any country cannot be directly from that country. So what you have to do is you must have a local bank account.
You mean
then you transfer your money
from a local bank account. So
yes.
you should open bank account,
yes.
then send money there.
Yes, from there, then you can invest in ringgit base. And then when you sell, the money must come back to the local bank first. Then only you transfer out.
So are there any restriction for transferring money to and from?
Yes, there is some limitation. Okay. In fact, they have like 10,000 ringgit, very low. 10,000 ringgit will be about 2,200 USD per day.
Per day.
But if it is like you are an expat, I think that part I'm not very sure. You see, maybe you need to get some special listing. Of course, your money, you can bring it out. You can show proof that you earn it. You can always bring it out.
So
they don't want to
show some documents about where you get your money.
Yes.
And after that, you can send them to your country. It's no problem.
Yes. In fact, when even investor trust, when the maturity money comes into to Malaysia for Malaysians, so it comes to the Malaysian bank, correct? So what will happen? The Malaysian bank will call the client. Hey, we received so much money from investor trust, this company. Show me your source of income or show me the documents.
Wow.
So the client have to bring the policy, the policy document. That's enough.
To his bank?
To the bank.
Okay.
Then they release the money.
Okay. So it's anti-money laundering.
Yes. Simply that. Okay. So you just have to prove that, hey, I bought this policy 5 years back. So I've been investing, paying through my credit card. Now the policy matured. This is the policy document.
Yeah, okay. Is it possible to open bank account online?
Open bank account
Online.
online.
Yeah.
Yes, online. Yes, nowadays it is available. But I'm not very sure if you want to open a bank account from Russia into a Malaysian bank account.
So Malaysian can open online, but we can't understand about Russian. Yes, okay.
Malaysian can. Nowadays, I think almost all banks are online. So you can operate everything
It's
online.
some kind of biometric system or what?
Online, you just have to log into the bank website. Then you key in your whatever information, then it will be open. Even nowadays, okay, latest this thing, now we can open multiple currencies in one bank. So not very difficult.
Fine.
No, those days, no. Those days, each different currency, you need to open one more account. Now, no. One account, but you can have multiple currency. That part, I think it should be okay. And then that is to Malaysia. From Malaysia, of course, as I told you, you need documents to prove you want to take from Malaysia. Okay. On the investor trust kind of products, meaning the offshore products, of course, you can send it to, you can instruct the investor trust to send it to whatever country that your account is, but it must be in your account, not somebody else's account. Yeah. So that's all. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I hope. Any other questions?
No, actually, no. I think I received answers for everything. I was asking these questions because my clients are considering moving to Malaysia in 3 or 4 months, and I was trying to understand whether it's possible for them to open a local brokerage account, but you said no, and so it pretty much clarifies everything.
Brokerage account, yes, it's maybe a bit difficult for a expat, but other investments, as I told you, some of the investments they can do. But what they are looking at is what is this person is doing in Malaysia? Is he working? Is he doing business? If he's working, what is the business visa? Or I mean working visa? And then business means they should have a business visa. So these are the things they are looking at. Simply because they're anti-money laundering, that's all.
Okay.
So if you have documents, I think shouldn't be much issue. And I just check in case with central bank have any restriction with Russian. I don't see any restriction so far. But they have restriction on other countries.
Yeah.
Even Saudi Arabia, they have some restriction. I don't know why. Okay, so it depends. So for that, I think you should talk to the tax consultants and so on. It'd be easier.
And Mr. Tanga, perhaps you can recommend some local tax advisors. Maybe not now, maybe later.
Okay,
because,
sure.
For those clients, we may need some more detailed information.
I think in given a month or two, we should be able to help more expats, because we are in the talking terms with offshore Labuan offshore firm. So we may merge. Okay. So once the license is approved, then we can help more what you call expats. In fact, this firm, they are dealing with more what you call British expat and Australian expat. Okay, so that's why I'm also now venturing into is there any different products for them? Okay, but they are using also ITA and so on. They're also using those products, but maybe they have different products that I need to explore further.
Okay, Tanga, and I'll send Vladimir your contacts for the information about
sure.
advisor.
Sure. Thank you, Vladimir. We will catch up.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Anything else? Any other questions?
Guys, do you have questions?
Так, вы можете их написать по-русски, и мы их переведем, если вам по-английски не пишут.
Is it clear?
I have the question from the very beginning of your presentation about disclaimer. If you don't make disclaimer, can you have some problem? Because we have the same discussion here in Russia about disclaimers and advices and so on. If you will give some public information about your services or about financial products and you will not give disclaimer, will you have some problem?
Come again, I don't get that last part. What is that?
If you are speaking publicly about some investment products or about financial planning and something, and you are not giving your disclaimer, will you have some problem or not?
Oh, yes, I may have. Yes. Disclaimer is very important. Even
you
local,
have problems
even
from
local.
regulator.
Yes.
Or from who
No,
will be monitoring
even,
this?
See, if let's say I'm talking to a public, I may not give advice, but I'm giving some information. At the point of at the point of I'm giving the information may be correct. The next moment it may not be correct. Okay, the next day the law might have changed. So let's say the client took my information and did something, or whoever listened to my talk, and I cannot hold the liability. So the disclaimer is very important.
The client will make claim to the regulator, and you will have problem.
Yes, I may have, yes. But so far, touch wood, we don't have any issue, but we just have to be cautious. Because nowadays, clients are becoming more and more intelligent.
Yeah.
So
we have the same situation here. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, we cannot take it lightly. Let me tell you, we cannot take it lightly. So very, very sensitive. You know, we have to be, every word we have to be very careful. Okay.
It's also here.
And
so how do you find the information? I hope it helps you. You know, so
yeah, for me it was very, very useful, and we will be discussing our issues with central bank. I think maybe next week also.
Yes,
and we will use it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I also have one question about
Sure.
start of your slides. You said that most of financial planners are from sellers of insurance or financial products, and also it's accountants or auditors. So it looks like you should have very good qualification in finance to be financial advisor. Yes. Sometimes I just shortly explain. In Russia, sometimes we have new ones starting financial planners who was yoga trainers or maybe hairdresser or so on.
No, if you ask me, financial planning, it is not as easy as you are looking at. Okay, product is one side. Product is enough complications. Okay, you must have good grip on the products. But on the other side, when you advise the client, you also must have a lot of experience and skill and knowledge, especially those more complicated or more matured clients. You see?
And if you are speaking about sellers, do we have some license, or we are just working with insurance company and that's it?
They work for commission, that's all.
So we are registered with the insurance company?
Yes, they will be under one insurance company. And they have their quota and so on. So they push the products all the way. Usually, most of them. Okay, so in fact, when I shifted from a seller to an advisor, it was a bit challenging in the beginning years. Okay, in fact, from my insurance clients, I had about 400 clients, insurance clients. I only managed to convert 2 of them into financial planning.
Wow, from 400, only 2.
You just imagine. So it was not easy. It was not easy. Those days, it was not. But now, because of so many years we have deal, I think now it is easier to convince a client to write a financial plan.
Tanga, and usually how many clients have an average advisor?
Average advisor. If you ask me, if you have a comprehensive planning client, 50 clients, you will be busy.
50 clients, you will be busy.
Busy.
Mhm.
50 clients,
If
clients,
50
active clients, you will be busy. You won't have time.
50 clients for complex financial planning.
Yes, yes.
Not for
yes.
selling products.
Not selling. Selling, not so much. Because their need is different and they will do review every year. You know, so you have to do review, advice, and then on the products, and then their goals also may change. So the gap may change. So you have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So so it's multiple income also in a way.
It's also our feeling the same.
Good.
Okay, guys, if you don't have questions, then I would like to say thank you.
Maybe you have some words for our speaker. Maybe some good words.
Okay, don't be shy.
I mean, good words for you see, if you ask me personally, I'm very passionate about financial planning. Okay, and I really appreciate you guys from an earlier conversation. You guys just started, you know, just beginning. I can tell you, you guys can go very far. You just have to be honest with your client. Do your best. I think this industry will flourish because Russia is a very big country. Kazakhstan also a very big country.
Yep.
Not like Malaysia. For Malaysia, it's just a dot of Russia. And we can still grow. See, we can still grow. Just imagine, you can compare India. India have grown. Actually, they started financial planning later than Malaysia. But now they have grown very big. They have grown they have surpassed Malaysia. Okay, so you should be proud. You guys, you know, I know, beginning, it is not easy. It is like a jungle war. You are making the path. It's like Ricky in an army. You are the first person. You make, you know, way for others. So it's going to be difficult, yes. But you have self-satisfaction. You know, that you have made your younger generation, other generation to follow you in the future. So take it positively and move on. Challenges will definitely be there, especially with regulators. You know, that is part and parcel you have to deal. So I really wish you all the best. Wish you all the best. Hopefully we will meet, you know, sometime if there's time permits, whether I drop by there or you guys come here, I don't know. You know, let's see how times fly, you know, we may meet up.
I hope so.
Nice meeting all of you. Nice meeting.
Yes, and
Okay.
there are greetings for you from Catherine.
Yeah, I
and
saw
Sergey.
some greetings.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All your messages, you know, really, it's a good sharing. You know, I love to share, Jose. You know, just give. You know, you won't become poorer by sharing. Okay, in fact, you become more and more, you know, skillful and knowledgeable when you share. Okay, so with that, thank you very much. Thank you all the good messages. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tanga.
Okay.
And I think we will meet more times. And
Sure,
if you will have some questions to us, of course, we will be glad to share.
Sure.
And
all the best. All the best to you.
See
Right.
you.
See you. Right. Now here only night. Good night.
Thank you
Okay.
for very interesting
Okay. Bye.
conversation.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.